I want to gossip about Anderson Cooper today. So you know that he's a Vanderbilt. Go ahead and look into his mother if you haven't yet, Gloria. Look at the picture behind her on the bed with her two sons, one of which jumped out a window. That's not suspicious at all. She apparently is a hat and a broom, or she was a big one. And then we have Anderson. I want you to look at his skin. He looks so unhealthy. Just my opinion. I am not a doctor, but I should be because I'm a mom. The fact, and I don't know, maybe it's because he has gray hair that also matches his gray, white skin. Maybe he doesn't have enough vitamin D. Something looks strange. It looks like he would be the type to be eating or to be like the guy who gets young flowing through our veins pumped into his body from his young son. Their skin is that really white, waxy look. Okay, so notice that. Then I'm going to want you to notice what he says about sports. I have been on the bandwagon now. The whole theory that sports are a show and that they are scripted and that people know who's going to win the outcome of the game. My husband does not believe that, and he gets so mad when I talk about it. So I can't talk about it. I can only talk about it to my friends on here. Love you. Thank you for listening. Because he will not. It is a no-go in this household to talk about that. But Anderson is it's like the best theater show ever. And so they have to tell us what they're doing, right? And then they use a little weakling vampire boy to do it. Fascinating.
Okay. Anyway, I can't help you. So this is literally, so my son, who knows nothing about sports, I am the one telling him how basketball is played.
You're teaching him.
It's really sad.
Good.
Like, the team wearing white, they throw it in the net and they get 2 points. And then I'm like, it's so sad. It's just, I'm like, I need to hire some, big dude.
Mark will take them and explain the game to him.
It's amazing. The seats, the company gave me seats, and the seats are incredible, and they're right near the other team. And so, the other team has all these, tchotchkes, and they end up talking to my son. It's just an incredible experience. But I realized about halfway through, my son was fascinated by the Knicks dancers.
Oh,
cheerleaders,
yes.
Who are very attractive.
Yes.
And extraordinary dancers. And he literally, it's all he talks about. Transfixed.
Yeah.
And the other thing I learned is that
kids like a big show. That's what kids like.
They come, and it's an incredible show there. I didn't realize it's not just the game. There's things happening all the time. There's the kids coming out and being paid to make baskets, and people are rewarded money, and they throw T-shirts out of cannons, and there's popcorn. It's
I always forget that you really didn't have a childhood.
I did not.
And so you didn't do any of this stuff.
I never went to. I know nothing about it, but it's fascinating, and I wish I knew. I want to learn about how.
Do you want Mark to call you and tell you? He can call you and teach you basics.
I'm starting to understand why people are so interested in sports, because it's once you know the characters involved, it's really fun.
Yeah. Lola's a big basketball.
Once you know who they I watched that documentary about the LA team, the good LA team, the
Lakers?
The Lakers, right? Yeah. And it was about the Chicago Bulls. And
Also a good team.
And Michael Jordan. And once I got into it and the dramas between them, I was like, oh, it's like a play. This is incredible. So I'm like, I can't believe I missed out on the entire Chicago Bulls phenomenon. I could have been entertained for years by that.
I know, but you weren't.
I was not.
What genius decided, you know what? We're going to put an alien-looking nerd guy with a questionable background and a very odd family lineage. We're going to make him relatable. There's nothing relatable about Anderson Cooper. And it's so funny that he's not relatable. We're going to make it a joke. Hey, genius, it didn't work and you're not a genius. I am so offended now that the veil has been lifted, and I'm like, who decided that needed to happen? We're going to put him on these silly shows, Kelly, and we're going to put him on New Year's, and we're going to laugh at him, and it's going to be great. he's not relatable. He doesn't let anyone else talk. It's all about him. And he has more money than Solomon. And he's like, I'll pay someone to teach my child how to do basketball. A normal person would put him in this sport. Oh, and I got to sit next to the other team, and they have tchotchkes, and they were talking to us. Of course they were. You are in the club, in the program. Y'all, I can't.